The silence harvesters. The air grew thick with the smell of burnt coffee and stale laughter as I stepped into my childhood home, a place that had once held warmth but now felt like a mausoleum encased in memories. "Look who's back from the loony bin!" My brother's voice rang out, mocking and sharp. The laughter that followed was a chorus of disbelief, a symphony of derision. I was a stranger here, a ghost they couldn't quite recognize, and yet I had never felt more alive. How many years had it been since they'd cast me out? My obsession with parasonic communication detection was branded as madness, the whispers of unheard frequencies dismissed as delusional ramblings. "You'll disgrace this family," my mother had said, tears welling in her eyes, torn between love and fear. "You're chasing shadows, son. Just let it go." But I had pressed on, driven by a compulsion deeper than sanity. I was determined to uncover the voices that danced within the white noise, to decode the secrets hidden in the static. My years of isolation turned into a relentless pursuit, a descent into the unknown that few dared to follow. I chased echoes in abandoned radio towers, haunted buildings, and forgotten places where the silence was thick enough to choke on. Each discovery was a step closer to the truth, each recording a piece of the puzzle that twisted reality itself. And now I stood before them, armed with the knowledge that had turned me into something they couldn't possibly comprehend. "You don't understand," I said, my voice steady despite the tremor in my heart. "The sounds I recorded, they're not just noise. They're a communication, a call from something beyond." My father's face turned stone cold, the laughter abruptly silenced. "You think you're special, don't you? Just another crackpot searching for attention." But the flicker of doubt in his eyes told a different story. The truth was, I had become a renowned expert in my field, a name whispered in hushed tones among the few who dared to acknowledge the horrors I had faced. I was no longer the disgrace they had mocked. I was a warning. I had survived the darkness that they believed didn't exist, and the shadows now clung to me like a second skin. "Just listen," I urged, pulling out a small recorder from my pocket. "You need to hear this." I pressed play, and the room filled with static that crackled like a live wire. The sound twisted and warped, forming into something recognizable, a voice, soft yet piercing, weaving through the noise like a thread of silk. "Help us," it whispered, a haunting plea that seemed to echo from the very walls. My family's expressions twisted from ridicule to confusion, then horror. "What is that?" my mother gasped, her eyes wide with a mix of fear and regret. "This isn't real, is it?" "It's real," I said, my heart racing. "It's a call from an inhuman intelligence. They lure you in, trap you in their web of sound. I barely escaped." Suddenly, the lights flickered, casting jagged shadows across the room. The air grew heavy, thickening with an unseen presence. My brother backed away, his bravado crumbling, while my father's face twisted in disbelief. "This is just a trick," he stammered, but his voice lacked conviction. I could feel it then, the weight of the truth pressing down on us all. The laughter that had once echoed through these halls now felt like a distant memory, replaced by the chilling realization of what I had uncovered. This wasn't just about proving them wrong, it was about survival. "Do you